Welcome back to IELTS Triumph. In today's lecture, we will look into the most effective tips and techniques to win the speaking section of the IELTS exam. Let's begin with the first and foremost, practice. There is no instant path to English speaking fluency. You need to practice daily in order to become a fluent speaker. Daily practice will help you gain fluency, increase vocabulary, develop confidence and style. Next, you need to develop coherence in your speech. The speaking test is not just about grammar and vocabulary, it also tests your logic. Don't make a meaningless speech, even in practice. Try to make your speech meaningful and coherent. Make logical arguments while presenting your opinion. Make correct use of supporting facts. This means that your supporting facts must be relevant and in agreement with your opinion. In addition to coherence, you must work on cohesion. Though often confused, cohesion is different in meaning from coherence. Where coherence is related to the context of your speech, cohesion relates to its structure. Cohesion means that your speech must be a unified whole. This means that your logic, grammar, and vocabulary must be linked together correctly, with the proper use of sentence structures. It is important to work on all these aspects while constructing your response. Don't rush. A common mistake made by many candidates in the IELTS speaking section is speaking very fast. We make a lot of errors when speaking at a high tempo. It is hence advised to never rush in your speech. Try to speak slowly but regularly. It is worth noting that while speaking slowly, it is essential to maintain a regular delivery of speech. Avoid disfluency. The opposite extreme to rushing is disfluency. Disfluency means that you make pauses, prolonged words or sounds, repetitions, and self-corrections while talking. Disfluency is the biggest challenge for non-native English speakers. There are multiple solutions to overcome this difficulty. Firstly, you need to practice extensively. You would not become a fluent speaker overnight. You need to work hard for it. Next, you should adopt a slow and regular speaking tempo. Many people experience disfluency while thinking about the content. Adopting a slow tempo allows you some time to think. You should build your vocabulary over time. Having a good range of vocabulary allows you to use different words readily in your speech. Take pauses at punctuations. Many people get confused about when to take a pause and when not to. What pauses are good and what pauses negatively affect the speech. A rule of thumb is to take a pause at punctuations, with a little pause at the commas and a bit longer pause at the periods. You should always record and listen to your speech while practicing. Many mistakes go unnoticed when we are practicing alone. Recording and listening again can help you assess and improve your speech. Make use of pause fillers. Pause fillers are words that can be pronounced while thinking about the content. These fillers must connect your forward speech with the previous sentence. Use the words like let me see, well, actually, etc. as pause fillers. Use correct grammar. A common misconception is that grammar is not that important in spoken English. Many people get negative scores due to this misconception. Although minor relaxations are provided in the use of accepted informal language, it is necessary to use the correct structure of sentences, phrases, and voice. Think in English. A major cause of disfluency is thinking the content of the speech in your native language and translating it to English as you speak. In this practice, your mind is performing a double task, thinking about the content and translating. As such, the probability of errors and disfluency increases. It is best to make English your language of thought. This means that you should try and practice thinking your ideas in the English language. Watching English movies and shows can help in this regard. Overcome hesitation. Hesitation is a nemesis of most of us, especially when it comes to exams. In the speaking section, hesitation can break your day. Although there are no negative scores for hesitation, it affects your speech negatively by disturbing your fluency and coherence. Hesitation can be helped by practicing regularly, stimulating exams like mock tests, joining conversation groups, encouraging yourself positively, and consulting an IELTS coach. Speak understandably. The primary motive of the IELTS exam is to check your ability to communicate with English speakers. Therefore, your speech in the IELTS speaking exam must be easily understandable. Speaking slowly and clearly helps in this regard. You can adopt any accent you want. However, it is advised to stick to your natural accent so that you feel confident and comfortable in the exam. Use only the American or the British pronunciation for each word. Think of the exam as a conversation. The golden rule of doing well in the speaking exam is to think of it as a conversation and not as an exam. Consider your examiner as a friend or a colleague with whom you can talk about a specific topic. This would help you feel relaxed, confident, and active throughout the exam. You should express your opinions freely and confidently, as you would do during a conversation with your friend in a cafe. Understand the band descriptors. Band descriptors are IELTS official marking criteria. They highlight the points that are examined by the examiner during the speaking test. Knowledge of the band descriptors helps you focus on the necessary points during preparation. Be versatile in your speech. Make use of less common words, idioms, and phrases. You can subscribe to IELTS Triumph to learn English language idioms and phrases on a daily basis. Do not repeat the same words again and again. Use their synonyms instead. Use a variety of sentence structures, active and passive voice, direct and indirect speech, compound sentences, etc. Use appropriate phonological features. Phonological features include emphasis, rises and falls, and expressions in your speech. These phonological features help to convey your message more effectively. Be an active member of the conversation. Don't just sit and answer the questions of the examiner. Participate actively in the conversation. Add details with your answers, claim your opinion, and give supporting arguments. Leave an impression on the examiner's mind. Sustain your proficiency level throughout the conversation. With this, we conclude today's lecture. I hope these tips will be helpful for your growth as a proficient English speaker and that you will ace your IELTS test with ease. Don't forget to subscribe to IELTS Triumph for the best learning experience. See you in the next lecture. Goodbye.